Okay, let's talk about private duty and the myth of price. Okay, I wanted to be able to talk about this. So remember, I've said this several times that if you're a home health agency accepting Medicare patients and private insurances, and you don't accept non medical, you better think about accepting non medical because you're losing a lot of money. Now, if you're a current non medical company, private duty, be happy that most of these home health agencies are not offering this yet. So I want you guys to think about this. A lot of home health or home care companies think that they should not be expensive, that they should be the lowest price because that is what's going to get people to start using their services. So you'll hear this from me several times. Look, price is a myth. Most private duty agencies and non medical caregiver agencies believe that the reason they lose a potential client is the price. That is completely false. Successfully getting that client is about the prospect having confidence that the services is the right one for their loved ones. Okay? So let me ask you this. What is the difference when people purchase a $75,000 car to a car that's $20,000? They both are driving. They both have wheels. They both have doors. They both have an engine. But why would somebody be able to buy a car that is more expensive? Well, they look at the car as that it's valuable. It's going to give them the feelings of wanting to feel and enjoy a car, rather than typical people who will look at a car as just a transportation device. Same thing where women are willing to pay $1,000 for a bag when the same counterpart of that bag is worth hundreds of dollars, yet it costs the same to make both of them. So typically, it's not just the price. Are we getting what we are paying for? So if you can literally show them that what they're paying for is worth the services that they're getting, then the price is just a complete myth. People buy a product or a service that have advantages in excess of the cost and because they love the product or it solves a problem or both. So look, you don't want to be the lowest priced home health agency or home care company because there can only be one. And the companies that typically are discounting their price too low are not going to remain in this business for a long period of time. And the reason why is they actually have the same expenses as you will. But if you are charging a little bit higher, then you can cover that with lesser amount of clients. So let's go ahead and do this. Write down 3 examples of times when you bought something you could not afford because it solved a problem or you loved it so much you had to buy it. This is what you need to do for your agency. You need to provide more services and programs that they will make sense of the cost. So typically, for example, when I provide non-medical services, we provide a menu of services other than the typical caregiver or trip to the store, or we provide additional services. What we'll do is we'll do this. We'll tell the company or we'll tell the potential client for our non-medical services that we offer emergency alarm systems for the patients. We offer dog grooming. In the Midwest, of course, it snows, so we offer free plowing of the driveway. How many times does it snow during the wintertime? Not as much. So if you're taking care of a client that you've been servicing for a 24-hour service, and you've been taking care of them for the whole year, it makes sense to be able to provide additional services that you can give for free. What other things can you add to your products and services? We also call the patients on a daily basis to be able to remind them to take their medications. This lessens the chances of them having any medication problems. They're being reminded, and we give that for free. We use a service, a company, that we only pay $10 a month for a patient, per patient. And the patient gets called every day at 5 o'clock exactly to remind them to take their medications. Okay? So you have to understand, you have to add more services, more products than the other agency, and it makes sense why you're accepting that type of a payment. So people buy services as long as it solves problems.